Hey guys, welcome to Mysterious Boy. Today in this video I am going to talk about how I improved my English and the things which helped me to improve my English from a non-native speaker background. If you are interested, let's continue into it. If you think that this can happen overnight, well, unfortunately it cannot. So my story is I belong to a very small village and I have completed my 12th until when I was 18 or 7 around. I have completed everything from Marathi medium, and then I have shifted to computers, my stream, and then everything was in English. This was the hardest moment for me to switch all the languages throughout, because it was quite difficult for me to understand everything because everything was available in English. A Marathi medium student can understand the struggle behind it. Anyway, how I started thinking English, and when we don't think in English, we tend to speak slower, we tend to translate things into our head, and we just tend to be less proficient. So thinking in English is the key thing for you to move on from intermediate to upper intermediate, advanced and native speaker level. When I started thinking in English, I have started doing it from my daily routine. When I used to wake up, I used to track down all the activities throughout the day, and at the end of the day I used to track down all the things what I have done. And until 4 weeks I have realized that I started thinking in English, which was really a huge difference for me. I know we all are familiar with English grammar, somewhere we had it in our school, but we never use it in our day-to-day life. And I have started talking to my friends in English. If I'm wrong somewhere, they'll correct me. And if you don't have friends who can speak English to you, so like you can talk to your teachers. They are the one who can help you anytime, and you can be free and you can talk to them anytime you want. And it doesn't matter wherever you are wrong and how many times you're wrong making sentences, but this thing will keep you remember that this sentence was corrected there, and you will remember this for a really long time. The third thing which I did, I borrowed a lot of books from my friend who used to love reading. It doesn't matter if you don't have books, you can just go online and grab a lot of stuff online and just read about it. Starting my day, for all non-study related materials, I have switched to English, and I have switched everything to English. It doesn't matter what, like if you are interested reading magazines, like you can switch to English. If you are having your phone which is having a different language, you can switch to English. And if you are even reading something online or a newspaper, you can switch everything to English. This thing will help you a lot. And the next thing which is still working for me is when you learn a new concept, you learn that in English. So when we used to study something, we used to understand that thing by the word itself, and we used to predict it. But if you're learning something from a new word, you should understand the background about it, and like you can study it about it in 360 ways. Like you can see it, how does it look in a different way. So as I am studying my MBA, I have learned a lot of new things in English. Like in economics, I have learned econometrics, and in statistics I have learned a lot of equations. But everything in English, I can't even translate those things in Marathi now, because I have learned this concept in English. I have realized that when you switch throughout the languages, and if you learn a little language from something else and you understand it and you keep it for a really long time into your head, and if you're learning something new, you should always learn it in English if you're really interested to learn it and speak it on your day-to-day life basis. And if you're doing any task, so please remember to think and talk in English. Use some words which will help you to communicate with the person, and the person should also understand what you are speaking about. This thing will change you dramatically in thinking and in speaking as well, and you will remember this thing for a really long time. If you have a daily planner, or if you have a habit tracker, even if you don't, try to introduce this topic to you and implement it into your day-to-day life. So like you can write things down in English, and the key thing, all the things I have mentioned are being regular. So you start with just one thing for a day, or maybe like watching a YouTube video, and start watching that in English, and introduce more and more. Try to introduce the daily habit of like listening English song or maybe reading in English. But if you're reading in English, you should at least read 10 pages. By this you can develop a regular habit. Like this video if you enjoyed the content, and please let me know down in the comments below what is this thing that you are doing in English. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next video. That for it from me.